You have the best of intentions. This time, you're really going to do it. You're going to bite the bullet and get those stubborn pounds off. No more procrastinating. No more giving in to every single temptation that comes along. And you get along fine for a couple of days, maybe a week. Then one day there's a knock at your door. Your friend brought you a cheesecake or a plate of brownies or even a box of chocolates. Oh, how sweet. Quite literally. And of course, you can't refuse it because it was so thoughtful and loving of her or him. It would hurt her feelings if you turned down her gift. So what do? You eat the whole thing. We can't have that sitting around the house, can we? It's better to blow one day than to spread it out over several days, right? But then the next day, the cravings that were just starting to come under control are back in full force with a vengeance. And now you can't get sugar out of your mind, and the cycle starts all over again. And all of the inner turmoil that you experience is because you didn't want to hurt her feelings. But what if she had offered you something that you didn't crave in the first place? What if you had never smoked in your life? You had no desire to smoke, and you had decades ago given up even the most fleeting thought that cigarettes were cool. What if you had seen the devastation that cigarettes had caused in the lives of your loved ones? What would your automatic response be to that very sweet, well-intentioned friend? You wouldn't yell at her or slam the door in her face or never speak to her again. You would just smile and say, "No, thank you." I mean, she meant well after all, right? The real problem is that the cheesecake or the plate of cookies or whatever it may be is what you really wanted in the first place. Her gift was just the vehicle. It was the accomplice vehicle. You're the one who committed the crime, so to speak. And it wasn't a crime against another person. It was only a crime against yourself. And that crime serves to keep you continually locked in a prison cell of addiction. But what if there was another way? What if you could just decide that your body and your health and your life were more important than the risk of hurting somebody else's feelings? She might be a little disappointed, but she'll get over it. She's a grown up after all. Your well being is more important. So, for a smoker to give up cigarettes, or for an alcoholic to give up drinking, for any addict to give up what she's addicted to once and for all, she needs to be completely fed up. She needs to understand the devastation that her addiction has caused. And you may be asking, oh, but what harm will one little brownie cause? But the problem isn't the one little brownie. It's that once you have that one little brownie, you can't stop. Bet you can't eat just one is a real thing. Remember that old commercial? You can't eat just one. So lots of people can have a glass of wine every once in a while or even every day and just enjoy it. They have their glass of wine and they don't give it another thought. They don't long for it when it's not there in front of them, and they're not triggered by it. Somebody who's addicted to alcohol can't get it out of their mind all day long. It occupies their every thought. There's an irresistible pull toward the alcohol all day long, every day. Now, if that sounds familiar, yes, it applies to food too. Yours isn't alcohol, probably, though for some women, it's food and alcohol, or cigarettes and food, or even prescription medication and food, or romance novels, YouTube binging. It could be all kinds of things. What it is doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. It's an addiction. But what if you woke up every morning knowing that nothing, even a cheesecake or a plate of brownies knocking at your door, was going to stop you from living your best life? And what if the vision for what you wanted for your life was so strong and so compelling that you weren't going to let anything hold you back from achieving it? And what if you believed that was possible? And not only that, you believed with every fiber of your being that it was impossible to fail. Because what really holds us back isn't the cheesecake or the brownies or being in a rush and having to stop for fast food. What it really boils down to is the belief that you can't change, that your pre-programmed responses are just the way things are or the way it has to be. But what if you just didn't believe that anymore? What if instead you believed that you are worth fighting for? And what if you valued and honored yourself enough to get clear on what's holding you back and how to break free from all of that? And what if you were free to just adopt a whole new set of beliefs? So this is not just make believe. I love watching women, no matter how stuck they used to be, suddenly realize that it was only their belief that was keeping them stuck. Their thinking changes and then their life changes. But the thinking has to come first. And then, along with the new beliefs, comes a whole new outlook on the choices they make and how they care for themselves through the whole day. And really, it's beautiful to watch. And it doesn't always happen overnight, but that doesn't matter because they know that they are on a whole new path for their life. And all that's left are the little course corrections along the way that can keep them laser focused toward that beautiful life that they've set their sights on and that they know is theirs. It belongs to them. So, do you want to get on a whole new path for your life. One where being fit and healthy and at your ideal weight is no longer a huge battle. And if so, you need to watch my free masterclass, 5 Simple Shifts to Kiss Dieting Goodbye Forever. And you can find it in the link somewhere near this video, and reach out to me, Lynn at befitbeyond50.com, if you're ready to take the next steps. All right. Take care. Have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.